All right, so we got a new segment, Talk of the Town. Today we have a special guest, Sleazus.
Sleazus Bryce. Lee.
So, how did your name come about?
Um, I literally just like woke up one day and changed my name on Facebook, and then I had.
How you got to that name? Like,
I swear to God. Like,
so how you? So we
my
you
name
Googled
was,
that? We found it out.
I didn't Google nothing, none of that. Like, you feel me? I'm Mac. You feel me? So
I got
you kind of get
okay. I get it.
you get the gist after that. You feel
Yeah.
me?
So and then Bryce.
Bryce. So it's like Godson. You feel me? So like I just envision myself as like the
Sleazus God.
the Jesus of Mac. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I
Sleazus
get
Bryce.
it, but
it was literally a Facebook name. Like literally, that's it. I just made a Facebook and boop.
So you feel like you're the Sleazus of Mac?
That's what I had envisioned when I made the Facebook name.
Okay.
And then something transpired after that made the name stick. You feel me? Like it was literally just a Facebook name. I did something. I don't know if y'all probably seen it, but a lot of people seen it. Like I had stepped on a girl's head, some crazy stuff like that. Something off the wall, like went crazy.
It was like one of those
viral funny. It was a white girl at that, and it went.
I feel like I seen that.
It went like 12,000 shares left. You feel me?
So good shares or bad shares?
It was like half and half. But the black community loved it. The white community hated it.
So
certain people didn't care, but certain people was like, I got messages. Like I can
So do you have white supporters?
Yeah.
So did you lose any? Was he rapping at that time when that happened?
I wasn't rapping.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like I was rapping, but I was rapping under Billy Bills. And that was when I just came from jail. I thought that my name was gonna be Bills, so I want to switch my name on Facebook and doing that. And I just went outside one day, and after it gathering 10,000 shares, people walking up to me now like, "Yo, Sleazus." And it's
okay, so it's stuck.
Okay, this is my new name now. You feel me?
Okay, so it's stuck. Okay, so how was it growing up in Harlem?
Treacherous, like,
It was
a lot of people were like, it was terrible, like. But it was at the same time, it wasn't that bad because we was like the people making it terrible. You feel me? But
wow, he just telling on himself.
Nah, I'm not telling myself because I got indicted for it already. You feel me? Like stuff like that, I could talk about freely. You feel me? Because they already done did this investigation. We already did that. We was beefing with a block across the street from us.
Okay, got it. So do you feel like that encounter when you was doing all that stuff helped your music? Or did it inspire your music? Or
yeah, while I was locked up, I just was like focused. Like instead of me being mainly focused on just gang activity, I used to be in the box a lot. You know what I mean? So I used to read a lot of books, and after reading so many books, I started to like get to the point where it's like I'm reading certain type of books where it's like I stopped the hood books where it got to the point where I'm reading James Patterson's, and then I stopped the James Patterson's to got to the point where I'm reading like what's this girl's name, like the vampire stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot her name, Emma Ross or something like that. Then it got to the point where I started reading like Harry Potter books, and
so I was reading in jail.
I have to know these words. So once I have to know these words, I started reading the dictionary. You feel me? Because I had to learn these words.
Yeah.
Then I went back to school and started like writing the words down 50 times.
So how long did you do in jail?
4 years.
4 years. So
17 to 21.
So you finished high school in jail?
I didn't even finish high school. I was in a box mostly.
Okay.
In jail, you could go to school, but if you in the box, you could go to school, but that's for certain type of niggas. I wasn't doing none of that in the box. I'm in the box, like, I'm here for a reason. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm trying to just get this time done and go home.
Got you. Okay, so who are some your inspirations in music?
As of right now? Or like as
you
of
could
when I was
do
growing up?
Overall.
Wayne.
Okay.
Like mandatory Wayne. That was a big point for like 10 years of my life. Wayne was like
I feel you. What's your favorite Wayne song?
My favorite Wayne song of all times gotta be the one where he said the alphabet with Drizzy. What's that? That A B C F D G. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like
it's him and Drake on the song. I forgot the name of it though.
That came out within 3 years. Or it's old?
It's mad old.
It's mad old?
Mad
so
old.
I don't know.
Like super duper old. Like
I was gonna say my favorite Wayne song is an old song. My favorite Wayne song is Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter is OD. OD.
That's what shit though. Okay, so your project, Passion of Bryce. I keep saying it wrong.
Passion of the Bryce.
I said it right. Passion of the Bryce. What inspired that project?
The movie, Passion of the Christ.
So does that like get conflicting that you like highlight the biblical stuff with your music?
Nah, cause like I got a past. Like my whole entire life is like my grandmom's was in the church. So my whole entire life I was in the church. You feel me? Okay. So like that maybe stemmed the name Sleazus Bhrist too at the same time. You feel me? But I grew up.
Does your grandma approve of that?
She don't care what I'm doing half of the time. As long as there's bringing in the bacon, it's in for the taking. We don't care about none of that.
I'm just asking.
Nah, I know what you mean, but it's like growing up inside the church at the same time. It's like I know a lot of biblical stuff. You feel me? Like a lot of stuff that my friends wouldn't even be thinking about or know. So I'm fake putting people on. When I say something like Exodus, it's a chapter inside the Bible, but if you actually look up the word, it means people are gathering, people actually leaving. You feel me? So it's like more to it than half of the times. I'm just saying like it means nothing, but if you actually put a lot of thought to it, I actually put a lot of thought to it. So
I find it like creative that you actually want to highlight that in your music because a lot of artists don't. So what made you like want to push that?
Because it's different and a lot of artists don't, like you say. So it's like, how can I come inside here on a different standpoint? It's like my name is Sleazus, so it's like I might as well be the artist that's doing something of that sort.
You're definitely a Christian, right?
Nah, that's the funny thing. I'm in limbo of like I know that there's a higher power, but I wouldn't say that his name is Jesus. And like, all right, imagine this. What's your name again? Nicole. All right. Imagine your name is Nicole, right? And then you go somewhere far. We don't see you no more, but we hear stories about you, and somebody else is calling you Nikael. You feel me? So every time I walk up to you, I'm like, yo, Nikael, you gonna answer me?
No, because I don't know.
Who is Nikael? You feel me? So I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, his name is Jesus, because y'all told me that. Okay. You get what I'm saying? His name might be Jesus. His name might be Jesus. Okay. So what do you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not gonna keep on saying this person's name.
So you feel like some things are still cloudy, but you definitely believe it's a higher power.
I believe it's a higher power, but I'm not gonna go off a word that somebody else wrote type of shit. You know? Especially somebody else pronouncing.
So you love seeking the history of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't really want to seek it, but I just know that it's there.
Okay. All right, that's cool. So, when did you start taking music seriously?
Like around the time after my aunt died, so I would say like 2019. I started actually like paying attention to music.
2019.
2019.
Okay, so in your hold on, what's that? Can I make this bigger? I'm slow. Hold on a minute. I'm stretching it. That's the biggest it go. So you said the E into that already. All right. So in your single Exodus, right? You talk about your aunt and all that stuff. What made you do that song? Like, what inspired that song besides that situation? Because a lot of people, when they go through things like that, they don't really publicize it. But, you know, music is a form of expression. So what made you, like, want to make that a song? Even though it was a hard time?
Like, at that time, I was really going through depression, you feel me? Like, and I was, like consuming a lot of drugs, you feel me? Like, so I was at a point in life where it was just like I'm in a room, like literally inside my room most of the day, just writing. I wrote 2 songs, you feel me, for like 2 or 3 months. Like, it took me like 2 or 3 months to write Exodus and Genesis. Both of them were done, but it was like all right, let me take this whole entire 4 bars out and reconstruct them, or take this 2 bars out and reconstruct them, and take this out. So it took me a little second. And like the inspiration behind it was just that, you feel me? Like the fact that when after my aunt passed, it was just like I felt like I got better, like musically. Like it was just like no more trapping, cause like it's a lot behind the story of my aunt passing. Like while she passed, I was like 100 miles up north, you feel me? Okay. On the side of the highway, almost dying, you feel me? Like fighting 3 people, they biting me up, you feel me? Like literally.
So this is what happened when you found out the news, or what do you mean?
Like um, let me.
So you was fighting people because you was upset? Like
No,
what?
I was trapping. You feel me? I'm OT. I'm trapping, right?
Okay.
And while I was trapping, the fiends tried to rob me.
Oh.
So I'm sleeping in the back seat. I didn't even wake up to like just wake up. You feel me? I woke up to somebody hit me, and then they like, you see the scar I got right here.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was. You feel me? So it wound up being like a gun or something. You feel me? So I'm just fighting. You feel me? Like in my head, I'm not even worried about the gun or none of that. I'm just fighting the person in the back seat. So now I'm thinking in my head like everybody got to do something with the situation in the car. So the front seat driver is saying he's about to stop the car. So I take my focus off of him and just grab the front seat driver and start trying to fight him to like crash the car. You feel me? Like that's what my mind is at. You feel me? Like, cause it's like in my head I'm about to die. You feel me? Like it's lit. You feel me? I'm bleeding.
Okay.
And then he tried to hit me again. You feel me? And he wound up like hit me like in my lower, like, you feel me?
Okay.
So I just was fighting, and we wound up stopping on the side of the highway. We fought for another 30 minutes or whatever, and then they wound up pulling me out of the car, and then I just got left on the side of the highway. You feel me? Like that was it. And then I wound up going to, like I wound up going to like climbing over a gate and going into like a car lot and spending the night inside the car lot type shit. Cause I ain't have a phone, nothing. You feel me? Like at all, nothing. So at that point right there, right? I went to sleep. I woke up. The person who owned the building called the police or whatever. They brought me to the hospital. I called my grandmom's, and I'm like, "Yo, grandma, like I'm in a hospital." You feel me? And she like, "I'm in a hospital too." And I'm like, "For what?" And she's like, "Yo, your aunt is."
Yeah,
you feel me?
Gotcha.
In a whatever. You feel me? So I didn't know what was going on exactly at the point. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And then like she wanted to be in brain dead. That was the situation. You feel me? She wanted having like I don't know exactly what it was, but something wound up clogging her third artery. You know, the artery that leads blood to the brain, and
gotcha.
Wound up clogging. You know how that goes. Whatever. It's like a stroke, I guess, of some sort. I don't know.
Some sort. Wow. So
like at the same time, like that happened.
So was he doing music at this time?
Kinda. Like I was in and out. I was trapping. You feel me? I just came home from jail. You feel me? So it was at a point. My grandma's not letting me in the crib. I'm homeless practically. You feel me? So I'm living off of my own bread. So if I don't got bread, I don't got a hotel tonight. You feel me?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to get a bag. You feel me? I got to make sure I come back with 3 racks, whatever. Whatever I come back to OT, I'm living off of this. You feel me? So it got to that point in life. You feel me? So it's like, then my friends was like, were you like, my friends didn't really know my situation because like my best friends didn't know my situation because I don't talk. So when they learned of it, it's like, yo, bro, I got a room. You could have rented my room out. And it's like, I bet, let me rent it. And they helped my situation, you feel me? So it got to the point where. Why was
you keeping it so secretive?
Because I just feel like it's certain things that nobody else can fix but you. It's certain situations that it's like, somebody can help you, but that's all it's like what's the word for it? You just feeding into that person's like their abyss, like what's gonna happen to them. You're helping them. You're helping fuel their fire. You feel me? Like you're messing their life up. I can't find the word 'cause I'm so smacked, but it's like you're messing their life up. Like you gotta let people actually go and create their own story. You feel me?
I mean, but at this time you were probably what, like 17, 16?
Nah, I'm 22.
Oh, okay.
I just came home from jail, 21.
Okay.
But I'm a baby still because I just came home from jail at 17. You feel me? So it's like, it's not like I had a life before that. I'm 17.
Gotcha.
So it's like you starting from the ground floor.
So definitely had a rough past. So how do we get to this stage now? How do you get to this mindset now?
So boom. I found out my aunt, I go back to the town. I had a little epiphany on the side of the highway, you feel me? Like literally while I was laying on the floor, you feel me? I seen myself, chains on, like, yo, bro, don't go this way, go that way, you feel me? And I'm like, I bet, you feel me? So in my mind, that meant don't go back to the trap, go back to New York, you feel me? And this is before I knew of my aunt's situation, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I went, called my grandma's, found that out. So I had to find a way back to the city. Okay. Found a way back to the town because I didn't have no phone, no nothing. You feel me? Found a way back to the town and didn't go back to the trap ever since. You feel me? Now.
So do you still speak to any of those people?
Yeah, hell yeah. I still know a couple of them people. They say hi to me every now and then. You feel me? I'm still cool with everybody. You feel me?
I'm joking. Yeah, I would have been. No, I'm sorry.
Nah, bro, you gotta always keep those connections and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that did stuff for me. that they wouldn't do
Gotcha.
for other people. You feel me?
Got you. So how did you get to this mindset now? Like,
So after that, it got to a point where it's like, I bet I gotta focus on something, because I feel like if your energy is spread too many places, you're not gonna get the biggest of your bulk. You feel me? So say if you doing talk of the town, but at the same time you doing talk of the city, you feel me? One of them is gonna fall. You feel me? Like something, because you're doing too much at one time. You get what I'm saying? Until you get talk of the town off the ground enough that you don't have to work anymore. You get what I'm saying?
you think that?
I feel like a man. What's the saying? A man of many trades is a man, but not a master, or something like that. It's a saying for it. You feel me? Like if you have a bunch of trades, it's cool, but if you're not a master in any of these, you know what I'm saying? You can know how to fix floors and how to carpet and how to do walls and how to do that. You can know how to do all of that. But do you know how to actually do it to the point that it's a business? You get what I'm saying?
But I'm looking at it since where you're a asset now because you're so versatile.
Yeah, but at the same time,
But
it's
like you say, you're not a
focused.
master.
It's just like you're not mastering what you're like. If you go and do music, right? You shouldn't be doing music, selling drugs, scamming, and doing this. Something is gonna pull you to the police.
Well, yeah, you put that one.
But it's just like another person to be like, nah, I'm gonna do whatever.
I'm thinking
and it's like, nah, bro, you feel me? If you're gonna trap, bro. If you're gonna scam, bro.
Yeah,
whatever you're gonna do, focus on that. Because once you start dipping off, I went to jail for selling guns. I ain't never sell guns before. I sold one gun, you feel me?
But wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time. I placed myself.
Yeah.
I'm not a gun seller. It's not what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the time in my life, it's like, I could do all of this. You can't, bro. You got to sit down. You feel me? Like, that's when you end up in jail.
Going to jail definitely humbled you. And I said it definitely humbled your mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back into the music tip. So, how would you describe your sound of music?
Alternative, hip hop / rock / like that type of stuff. You feel me? Like.
So who if that was a category, who would be in that category?
It's a lot of artists that.
Who would you say are your comparisons or similarities musically?
Like I've heard personally from like people that signed these people too, like Juice, they've compared me to. I like Kid Leroy shit. I fuck with his sound, so I believe he would be in that category. Trippy, Stunner, for sure.
Okay.
What's the Lil Skies?
Okay. Okay, I got it. So your beat selection, you got some rock and roll type-ish beats, you have some hip hop type-ish beats. So what's that process like? Like how do you go about that?
I just got it. Like if I hear a beat, like literally you send me a beat, the first 10 seconds has to capture me.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like that move.
Once you come into the beat, once this beat drop, if you don't got the right drop, I'm not listening to the rest of the beat. Like
then I hate when the drops take mad long.
I'm good. I'm straight on that beat. You feel me? Like I'm good.
What's that? So how did the collab with Neek Bucks come about?
Neek, I knew Neek like since like forever. Like
you're from Harlem.
I'm from Harlem. You feel me? From the east side. So like when I came home from jail, like Neek and them had invited me to like his first, not his first video, but like one of his videos that wound up doing like a lot of numbers and all that stuff.
What video? What song?
Everybody. That Stop Tripping song, go get you one. He's on for everyone. That's what song. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's what it's called, but I know
it's something like that.
Yeah.
But I went to that video shoot and it was like, all right, cool. That gave me like a little perspective of music too, like what was going on with it. But then after that, we just stayed in contact, kinda. You feel me? Every time I see me say what's up, and then just recently, he just hit me up and asked me to get on the feature. You feel me? It was like, I bet, why not?
Okay.
I just hit up the gang. You feel me? The young boys asked them if that was a move, and they was like, yeah. You feel me? Why not?
So, any other features in the works?
I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, a lot of times, like people hit me up for features, and I'll run it through with the young boys. You feel me? And see how they feel about it.
What you mean, young boys? Like your
I got
homies?
like my crowd of young kids all they do is listen to music. You feel me? I don't listen to a lot of artists. You feel me? I'm not. Really
so you like doing your street creds to see like who's
here, yo, bro. What y'all think of these people? And it's like, oh yeah, we heard of him. You feel me? Yeah. Or we never heard of him. oh, we did hear him. No, you feel me? Like, you know.
Okay. Now I'm saying, like, do you have any other features that's done already in the works?
Who I got songs with right now? I got
Don't cheat.
I can't. Yeah.
Nah, go ahead,
That's
go
crazy,
ahead.
right? No. I should be able to do this without that though. Oh yeah, Callan, for real, from Cali. You probably don't really know of him, but it's mad people that probably don't know it. But NGYL from
NGYL from
my son, Spartansburg, North Carolina.
Okay.
And who else? Stunner. I got Stunner like twice. Who else? That's it though. I don't know. I don't like doing features.
Why you don't like doing features?
Cause tomorrow I could do a song with this person. Right? Listen, I could do a song with this person, right? Boom. Tomorrow this nigga could be a fucking rapo. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I could have been next to a mass murdering rapist. You get what I'm saying? Not to say it like that, but to say it exactly like that. You feel me? Like I could have been next to the most phallus person.
You could be next to that person on the elevator.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm next to you in the elevator, but not next to you in the video, jumping around with you, and we all cool. And then tomorrow something happens to you, and now we both on the news because this is the only song that they got of you that's actually relevant. You get what I'm saying?
So you're just being super
cautious.
Attack, I guess.
Yes, I gotta know you, chill with you, vibe with you, see what you about.
So how do you plan on doing that in the industry? Because you can't do that with everybody.
I'm not gonna plan on doing a lot of features.
So you gonna be like
I'll be one of them niggas.
Who don't do a lot of features?
I would do a million features with Gang before I place anybody else. Like I would really go to the point where to like one of my mans who don't really rap but trying to rap, put him on the song before I put an artist that I feel like I don't know, cause you never know. Like you never
know, but it could also be your friend too.
Yeah, it's go both ways. That's how I met. Like that's how I meet a lot of the artists that I meet. But it's not off of features. It's off of me chilling around you after a little while, you feel me? And then we go do the features, you feel me? It's a relationship type of shit, you feel me? It's not just, let's step in there and go do that. Because tomorrow I could not like you, and now we got a song that's out, and now I got to, because I'm going to want to get taken down, you feel me? Because I don't like you no more, you feel me? I'm a Gemini.
Artists have done that before, that's normal.
I'm a Gemini, I'm petty, I don't know.
Yeah, y'all very petty. What's it called? Are you a signed artist or independent artist?
Independent.
Okay. Would you say that music helped you growing up? Because you said that you took music more seriously after coming out, so.
Yeah. Music helped me growing up? Hell yeah, definitely. I could definitely say yeah.
Or it saved you from like the troubles in the hood?
Definitely, it was like a way to actually get an income off of just like anything. You feel me? Words. It's crazy how a person can actually do this off of words. You feel me? Like, you never really notice exactly what you can do. You feel me? So it's actually a big point in my life type shit.
So you have a lot of songs where you express yourself and describe yourself. What song is out right now that you think best describes you that you made?
Keanu.
Okay.
For sure.
That was off rip.
Yeah.
Why that song?
Because it was like like it's actually like me saying like speaking what's happening. You feel me? Like that I'm doing great. That a lot of females wouldn't speak. You feel me? And now.
All right, so you had to get in your bag one time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about the New York scene overall?
It's
the
cool.
New York music scene.
It's cool. I like it actually. I like the
because you in the ATL now, so how you feel? You know, the music scene versus New York music scene.
I don't even listen to artists. You feel me? So if I do listen to any artist, it's artists that's like in our umbrella of.
So you don't got no other artists in your playlist?
Yo, I don't even. I want to show you my playlist. Like, I got like artists like that's like I'm listening to John Lennon and shit like that. You feel me? On that type of time. You feel me? Like.
So you listen to like
rock and roll and shit like that. Okay. You feel me? Like.
Okay, but those are other artists. Don't say you don't listen to.
Yeah, but it's not New York City artists. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Like
who is the New York artist that you listen to?
I listen to Stunner heavy.
Okay.
I bumped the shit out of that kid.
TJ's A Boogie.
I bump. Nah, I don't. I really don't listen to TJ. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. A Boogie, nah, cause he ain't really dropped none.
He got a moment.
I literally I've been in jail. You feel me?
Okay, got you.
I went to jail 2012, and I came home 2016. I missed a lot of people's coming up. You feel me? So when they came up, like that's when a lot of them, like that's how a lot of people became fans when a person comes up and you feel me?
Got you.
You see the growth. I missed a lot of people's growth. You feel me? I see them when they was already big, and it's like I don't really like this music. Maybe I would have liked the old music.
All right, so who's well, you don't even have a top 5 artist because you don't listen to people.
Nah, I got top 5 artists of my friends, like Trapper, like Stunner, like Lil Cino, David Lee, RNF D of RNF, pause.
So your friends.
Yeah. Nah, it's not only my friends. You got Busy Banks. You got a
Because
couple
you just
people.
say you don't listen to other people, so I'm just trying to make sure.
Nah, but I don't listen to their music. Like I listen to all of their music when it comes out. Give it a couple plays, but I don't really toss it in my playlist because I listen to a certain thing to do a certain thing. You feel
Okay,
like,
so you only listen to music that will inspire / help
me write
your creative thinking.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I don't really want to listen to TJ because I might be on a song sounding just like that.
Got you.
And JD's his manager, and JD's like my manager. So it's like, you feel me? You gonna call him and be like, yo, this sounds just like me. You feel me? Like I don't need none of that. I don't sound like nobody. I stay in my own lane.
All right. So, I think I'll do like 2 more. So, you have a lot of animated videos too.
Yeah, I fuck with anime. That's what I said. That's fine.
So, like, what inspired the video secrets?
Anime. Literally, I think I haven't watched like a regular TV show, like me put it on TV in like a year and a half. Like all I do is sit in the crib and watch anime. Like once I turn on the TV, Funimation all day. I don't watch none of that other shit.
So, what would be some advice you would give upcoming artists?
To actually stay focused on what you want to do. Like I said before, don't try to be everywhere. Focus on music. If that's what you want to do, focus on music. Get some people behind you to actually believe in you. Somebody that'll actually, when you're thirsty, go get the water.
So you have a team?
I have a team of people that's like my friends. That's it. Like we all bleed before life ends, but I don't treat anybody like it's like this is your job. You don't have to do anything. You feel me?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't have to be here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's like it go both ways. You don't have to do nothing, bro. But at the same time, your ass can go home. You feel me? We still cool. You can get your ass out of here. You feel me? Like,
so I feel like that'd be a lot of artists' downfall, not having that discipline with their friends.
And I'm installing that to all my friends and letting them know. You feel me? That it's a blessing me being here with you, type shit. Not. And vice versa. It's a blessing me having friends that's willing to do for me, you feel me? But at the same time, it's a blessing for both of us to be here together.
Yeah, to work together.
If we both not fucking spinning this cycle, bro, spinning this wheel, bro.
What are we
and
doing?
I'm putting all the work and I got all the sweat, bro. You just sitting on the side, bro. Your ass is gonna be sitting on the side. You're gonna be sitting in the back with you feel me?
Oh my.
Word.
So what should we look forward to 2021?
I'm about to drop. Like I know I've been quiet, but I'm about to drop like heavy. I'm gonna stop playing. I got y'all. Drop some heat.
So tell people where to find you, where to find your music and all that good stuff.
You can go on anything and just search up Sleazus Bhrist.
Anything, all streaming platforms?
All streaming platforms, on any site. You can go on Twitch, search up Sleazus Bhrist. Go on anything and search up Sleazus Bhrist. I do everything. I do the gaming and all that, everything.
Okay.
Like I said, I feel like I feel like my music stuff is at a point where I can do multiple things. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I tell every artist, don't just run around and just do everything. Do what you're gonna do to get to a point where you have a team around you that can do for you and set up things for you, so you don't have to do everything and you have enough time to do anything else. You feel me? Like that's it. That's like the biggest.
That was some good advice.